fears keep you up at night? If you're like most people, maybe FOGO, the fear of getting older.
Most times, I wonder what exactly is it about aging actually making us scared. For me, I'm scared. I'm scared of tomorrow. I'm scared of the now. And I'm wondering why? Why exactly am I scared?
Well, this is why we're here to examine the issues of FOGO and also talk you through how to handle FOGO.
Alright, I hope you're ready because I am ready to learn and unlearn. My name is Brown Naya.
And I'm Abigail Brown.
You're welcome to
the Brown Room Podcast.
Good evening. Your time now is 5:55. My name is Abigail Brown.
And I'm Brown Naya, and this is the
Brown Room Podcast.
All right. Welcome. It's about time to get this podcast started. Long awaited.
Finally, it's happening.
I'm super excited for this.
Happy.
So, because it's the first episode, we took our time to look for the most intricate issues that we deal with in all phases of our life. You being a teenager, young adult, or even old adult.
Nobody is excluded.
Nobody. So these issues we'll be trashing out today are very serious issues, and they're fears that, if we're being honest with ourselves, we have all, or we are still going through those fears. It's the fear of getting older. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
All right. You see, this fear of getting older is something that it's inevitable. And we cannot talk about this without talking about some of the fears. And that is why in this episode, we have come together, or rather we have brought out all the old fears, we've categorized them into 4 major fears.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be starting with the first fear, which is the fear of decline in physical ability.
Oh, yes.
Woo! That is one of the major factors that is linked to gerascophobia, which is the fear of getting old. Now, let's talk about the fact that we all experience different changes in life at different points. When you were a child, when you were a teenager, when you got into being a young adult to being an adult, okay? So each of these has different aspects of life that are peculiar to each of these stages.
Yes.
But the problem is, some of us have not even gotten to some of those aspects of life. We are scared
as we should be
it already. Like, why? Okay, now some of this includes when we talk about aging, we can't talk about aging without talking about old age related diseases like cardiovascular diseases, dementia, diabetes. Name them. These are things. And the major fear is not even the sickness, but the fear of dependency. Things that you could do on your own before, so you find people helping you do those things. Foods that you could eat, but you've gotten to a point that doctors are advising you, don't eat this, because if you eat this, this will happen. And you're like, you've lacked that independence. You've lacked that sense of, being able to do certain things for yourself. And I think nobody wants to be a burden to anyone. My grandma, before she died, what we heard, what she always told us was, before she gets to the age of where she'll be carried to the restroom, or she'll be fed, or people helping her to do certain things, she was like, God, please take my life. And the week she died was a week we started carrying her to the restroom and all of those things, feeding her. And she didn't want that, and that week she died. So even before death,
her prayers were
she was scared of that. Well, now that we have said this, what can we do? Because some things are really unavoidable. They will happen. But one thing for sure is these things can be controlled.
Absolutely can be controlled. And I think it's completely natural for people to be concerned about chronic diseases because the risk of facing these diseases increases as you get older. But guess what? The good part of everything is you can start to work on these things from now.
Yeah.
However you want your old age to be, you start planning from now. We're going to put up a video right now. Few seconds. We want you to see this. Okay. All right, so after watching that video, I'm sure you are not happy with yourself, just like me. You
Like
shouldn't
me.
be.
I'm not happy with
No,
myself.
wait,
Please,
hold on.
how
Let me
much
give you
change is
details.
that?
That woman
Okay.
you saw in that video is 70 years old, and
70
the
years
weight
old.
she's lifting is 103 kg. That is no small play. This is to indicate that she has been living a particular lifestyle
Yeah.
for her to be that strong. So if you want to maintain strength, if you want to move a certain kind of way in old age or not be so independent, then you start to arrange your lifestyle from now. Another thing I would recommend is regular checkups. Go and check yourself up. You are not a tree. You cannot
all.
just be existing like that. Go to the hospital, find out what you are prone to. What are the diseases you have, like something you shouldn't take, the foods you should avoid. If you are not supposed to be drinking, you know that your liver and your kidney is already gone. That's it. Every Friday.
We are outside.
We are outside. So these are things you can start from now in order to like curb it from happening in the future.
To buttress what she said, you know, I usually have this very severe hurts in my stomach, like very, very severe. And guess what? Right now, some of my favorite foods, I can't eat them again.
Namely,
I love bread and beans so much. So much. That used to be my favorite
food
food.
eradicates beans from their, oh my God.
But I've been told not to eat beans again. Even yesterday was the first time I ate bread in 3 months.
How are you surviving without beans? That's why she's short. Like, you
Are you so glad at me? Look at this woman.
Really?
You understand? So just imagine I didn't go for checkup. I wouldn't know that these things are not good for me. I love oranges. I love ginger. I love pineapples. But these things are not good for my health. Whenever I eat it, it affects the walls of my stomach. So that is why this is the point of regular checkup.
Yes.
Imagine I didn't go to the hospital and I went to church. Pastor,
go
my
and drink
stomach
Coke.
is always paining me. And I can't even take soft carbonated drinks anymore.
And you know, we Africans, we're so religious.
Yes.
You see someone who has a terrible lifestyle, you are praying, "Hey, I will not die." I'm sorry.
You might die. No, you might. You might die.
Okay.
You might die.
You want to gather the life for yourself, but there are things that you can start to do from now. Stop doing some things in order for your life to be better in old age, and you will not be so scared.
And perhaps you're already old and you're seeing this and you're like,
You
how
can
can I turn back the
You
hands
can
of time?
actually start.
You can learn new things. You can
Yeah.
develop new experiences.
Absolutely.
In fact, when you go to the gym, you see older people.
Yes.
I'm talking about 60s. I saw a man that's like 75 years old. He was cycling today at the gym, and I'm like, oh, that's
Interesting.
interesting. So you can, and it was obvious that he started it due to health reasons. But the important thing is he's doing it.
Yeah.
Very
Long and short.
important.
The next thing we will talk about is also very important. The women will take this as their first use, but I think it cuts across all gender. Both male and female are both affected by this next one. And it is a decline in your beauty standards and aesthetic. Looking a particular way as you grow older, you stop to look that way. And in a culture that values beauty, they consider beauty as an intrinsic part of a person's worth. When
Thank
those
you.
changes start to happen to your body, you feel like the whole world is coming to an end. And I completely understand it. It is not necessarily your fault. There is an obsession with beauty right now. There's an obsession with image. And I think that obsession comes because we are actually empty on the inside. That is why we put emphasis on the outside, like the look. Another thing that is a reason for this obsession is the fact that social media, commercials, we see this every day. It has become part of our culture. to, if you look a certain way, you can attract men. If you don't look a certain way, men will not be attracted to you. It's called the male gaze. So you see a woman priming herself to look good because of a man. Whether we accept this or not, it is real. The male gaze is real. You want to retain your breast. It doesn't work like that. As you grow, I'm sorry, but as you grow older, that breast will calm down a little bit and bow down to the Lord. I'm so sorry, but it comes with age. So you have to start to accept your body, your aging body, for what it is. And also, I think we should stop associating a woman's value to what she looks like.
Yeah.
You need to create value on other things. That's why we always advise to find hobbies. Do things that lights up your fire again.
Yeah.
So that even if you are not really aesthetically pleasing anymore, you have something upstairs. You have other things that can be considered as valuable. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, yes, I am aging. But guess what? Guess who else is aging? The entire world is aging. You are not alone on this one, baby.
Yesterday is not today.
Exactly. So
Today
carry that
tomorrow.
body with pride. Love your body for what it looks like. Be grateful that you even have a body to flaunt in the first place.
Okay.
Another upside, I'm so
Okay.
sorry, of aging for women, menopause. Now, while menopause frightens some of us, let me tell you the advantages of menopause. You will do it, you will not carry belly. That's an
Periods.
advantage. You don't see your period every 28 days.
You're not spending money.
Do you know what it
Do you
means
know
to
how
be,
much tampons are
to be bleeding for
sanitary towels?
No, wait, 28, every 28 days you're bleeding. That stops when you reach,
No, you don't bleed for 28 days.
no, like every 28
Okay, yes, the
circle,
circle,
yes. So every month, you know that you're seeing this are the upsides
And
of
the
being old.
advantage. And
Another thing, your children will be giving you money. You don't really spend so much, really.
well, to buttress what she said something about the beauty world in general, and how millions are going into that world. Now, another thing is the fact that some of these things, because they know how much people are willing to spend on their skins, they might not
lie to
they
you.
might spend really little in the production and make you pay
You were saying you want to start one new
100.
business.
Yes, I'm gonna get canola oil, coconut oil, and I'll just use a very, very soothing fragrance. And when I use it, I'll put anti-aging cream.
Bam!
Do good
You go cash
marketing,
out.
and I'll sell it.
Do you know how much the world spends on beauty products? I mean, anti-aging cream, wrinkle cream,
Lightening
liposuction,
cream.
facelift, hair implants. They spend
There's
$274 billion yearly on anti-aging products.
This
Now,
money-
imagine we could use that amount to eradicate serious poverty
Yeah.
in the world. We can use that to get access to clean water. Why are we so focused on beauty when we can focus on that?
Okay.
So
Imagine.
please, and also you can also go for simple natural methods. You don't have to buy expensive.
Yeah.
I recommend tomatoes. Tomatoes are really good for your skin. It helps with elasticity. Look at my skin. Ewomi dada. I eat fresh tomatoes every day. Those are good options. Eat your fruits and herbs, your vegetables. That will help you. If you are so concerned with how you look, you don't have to break the bank. It starts from what you put inside your body, it reflects on the outside.
All right. And perhaps you're also old and you have those wrinkles on your body, and
wrinkles.
somebody is advising you, Iya Basira, and someone is advising you, Iya Basira, there's this cream someone is selling. My auntie used it. If you see her
Not buy
skin,
yo.
her skin is they're just trying to add your money to their wealth.
Yeah.
And that's all. Embrace that skin. It's part of the process. It's that aging process. You are an old woman.
Yeah.
Embrace it. Embrace the beauty, the gray hair,
Yeah.
the skin. Just love yourself. And you'll see, so I've seen elderly people and I'm like, wow, this one is so beautiful.
Let's put up that picture of Kris Jenner.
Okay.
Kris Jenner is
Okay.
72, she's in her 70s. Look at how young this lady looks. She's younger than the both of us joined together, and even the children that were. I was going to say even the children will give that to her, but she looks drop dead gorgeous.
Tell me why she did that. Because she wants to keep looking, and I'm sure she has spent lots of money doing that. And some people might not have that money and they are saving too much.
My sister, use that money and go and buy a school.
Because buy a house, that money can purchase an island for you.
Yes.
Well, another interesting or another interesting topic that we're going to be talking about that affects everybody is what science calls xanthophobia. That is the fear of death.
Xanthophobia. Look at how sweet the name is.
Xanthophobia. That is the fear of death.
Why do people fear death?
Why do people fear death? See, death is a part of life.
Yeah.
Life was created, and despite the whole process in life, the end process of life is still death.
Yeah.
But people are scared of death for so many reasons, and you would not blame people.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody wants to leave their loved ones. Do you know that? In fact, I feel like more people are even scared of losing their loved ones, like more than even losing their lives. But everything is still encompassed under. Are you not scared of losing your loved ones?
I am, but more than my life.
I think the percentage of people actually being scared of losing their loved ones.
Yeah.
Like imagine, okay, sorry I have to bring this. The people that are alive now in the whole there's something that they call, is it death guilt? When, look at this burial crisis, someone said he lost 20 of his family members, and he made a statement. He said that he doesn't know why he's even alive, that he's feeling guilty,
like there is no reason
why he is alive. But then, aside that, another reason why people are also scared of death is the fact that there are so many, we have different beliefs. Some people believe they are Christians, they are Muslims, they are people that are Buddhists and all of those things. And you know the thing, in all of this religion, everybody is going to hellfire. In a Christian faith, if you do not believe in Jesus Christ, in the Islam faith, if you don't believe in something, if you don't believe in something, so sometimes people are scared of, okay, what if I'm actually following the wrong path? I'm just saying, like some people have not come to that. So people are scared of afterlife. And because death does not have a time, nobody knows the where, the when, the how it's going to happen. So there is still a constant fear.
Yeah.
What if I go out, I commit my ways into the hands of the Lord, and I know God will protect me? But there are people that do that and they still lose their lives. So people are scared of these things too. And also, another reason why people are scared is pronouncements of diagnosis. Imagine you've been living so healthy and a doctor comes and says, you have cancer. That alone, because, or HIV, you know, okay, death is around the corner. And you focus so much of, you know, when we talk about the fear of death, there is something that happens that is even worse than death itself. When you're scared of death, you begin to experience some things that affect your health, like panic attack, anxiety, all these things too. So when the pronouncement is there, the process of getting there, the things that comes around it makes people scared.
Absolutely.
What can we do? This thing is inevitable, but we are scared of it. What exactly can we do to eradicate this fear?
We cannot completely eradicate the fear because the fear is there.
Okay, control.
But we as a culture, as a people, we can teach people to approach life to approach death with curiosity. I like what they do in Buddhism. They make people understand that you are supposed to approach death every moment by moment. It's not something to fear. You are aware that you will die someday. In fact, dying itself or getting older is a necessity. Because if you don't get old, that means you're dead already. So in order to stop that fear, just pray that you get old. Abi? So this old age that you are afraid of,
is what
if you don't get old, you might probably be dead. And in the west part of the world, we don't really talk about these things much because we're more concerned with speed, economic growth, and youth. So we try to say, no, don't speak about death. Death is not good.
People avoid the topic.
My
so
brother,
much.
you go die. I go die. You go die. We all go gather die. Someday, we don't just know when we will die, but prepare yourself. Live in the now.
Yeah.
Stop thinking of it. Live now. Call the people you love and tell them you love them.
You.
Go to that. We're going to the art gallery next week. Go to that place you have been writing that you will go. Go. That money that you are saving for, I don't know who you are saving it for. For Nkechi that you have not given birth to.
That person
yet.
you are keeping money
Use the money
for a very long time.
Live
I saw
in
a
the
post.
now.
I saw a post on social media today,
Yeah.
and this girl was talking about how she had so much hurt for her uncle, and at the end of the day, her uncle died, and she cannot even forgive herself
For not
forgiving her uncle because
Yeah.
he tried every way to, bring that makeup for them to make up and resolve the whole issue. And I saw that post today. So tomorrow is not promised, even though we pray to say nobody wants life, but
everybody won't go
heaven.
heaven. So live in the now, be present, and then believe in something.
Yeah.
It could be Shinto, it could be Hinduism, it could be Judaism,
It could be
Christianity,
Jesus Christ.
it might be Islam, whatever you just believe
in
in
it.
something. Moving forward to the last and I think the most important
Okay.
here, it has to be financial insecurity. That pressure that comes with, okay, I'm at a certain stage of my life.
Yeah.
My life should be figured out by this time. Lopez is thinking, I don't reach 32. I never marry. Yeah, I never born pikin.
You never buy Benz.
You never buy Benz. You never buy Lambo.
Marry.
I saw something and somebody said, I'm approaching 35. I don't have a car. Who sets that standard? Who set a standard for what you should achieve?
You're going
at
far.
what age?
30 for marriage is like for a woman. If you're up to 30 and you're not married, people feel your life is not together.
That's why I like this woke generation. We are more awake and we know that we're shifting cultures and changing narratives. So don't bring that thing near me that you have to be a certain age and you must get married at that age or give birth to a child at that age. Now, this money that you are looking for and say, I have to achieve this, guess what? When you get to that stage and you achieve those things, you will see other things that you must achieve. So this life of achievement, it never ends.
Someone can be saying things like, if I get a job and I begin to
I'll be
earn like
happy.
3 million naira, my problem is solved. Higher pay comes with a higher responsibility. You just see your wants.
Your house
Your
rent
taste.
will increase to 3.5.
Before, a shoe of 25,000 naira was okay for you. But now you're like, oh my, that's 75k shoe. Your needs, how can you be earning 3 million and you think a shoe of 15k will be, you will see 70k and you feel like, I can purchase it. 200k, I can purchase it because your needs increases.
And another thing we should point out is the fact that potential is somehow associated with you. So as you grow older, it seems like there is less time, less potential, less opportunities. It can't lie. Not lie.
What language is that?
That's Yoruba. That's my language. It means na lie.
Okay.
Even at age 40, we can tell you of people who achieve notable things.
Let me tell you about Vera Wang. She was a journalist for a very long time, and right now she is one of the respected fashion designers in the world.
Absolutely.
Her clothing are all over the continent.
When did she start?
At the age of 40, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have stories upon stories.
Henry Ford, 45.
Yeah,
That was
I think we'll just put up a list just by the side of the screen
So
of
you see.
notable people that achieve notable things
Yeah.
at old age. So wherever
At the age society calls old.
be my sister, because for some people now that time life just
This
now we think say life don't start at 28. Yeah. If you see Naya when she was 20, she looked like moving forward. I think one thing we should, aside the laugh and the jokes, one thing I would point you towards a remedy to conquer this fear is gratitude.
Yeah.
You should be grateful for where you are right now. You even have the life to achieve little bed and television that is in your small room. You should be grateful for that. Some people did not even live long to even buy that bed. So be grateful for what you have now. And maybe that gratitude will bring other things. So be grateful for exactly what you have. And whatever financial situation you find yourself, always know that potential and opportunities are open to any and every age group.
Okay, another thing that I'm going to add to what you said right now is embrace new opportunities.
Yeah.
Be grateful, but also embrace new things. Get a hobby. Find something new to do. Who says you cannot learn photography at the age of 60?
Yeah.
Who says you can learn something at the age of 70?
Yeah.
We are creative beings.
Yeah.
We are not preventive beings. That's what we were created to do. What I knew 10 years, or what I know now, 10 years ago, I didn't know those things.
Follow Dona Ishibi, I did tell
And
you.
the next 20 years, what I would learn, I don't even know now. So I'm so happy right now. Before we started this podcast, I would say, okay, I had so many fears, but I think right now there's a shift in my mindset that I'm excited about the things I have to achieve. Yeah. Right now, I can say I'm a broadcaster, but who knows, I may retire as a filmmaker. So I'm here to embrace everything, and I think you too should. There are countless opportunities out there. You can go to school at the age of 40.
You can. You can.
I know someone that her mother went to school when she graduated from the university, when she has trained all of them. That was it. And 10 years later, her mother is a nurse.
Yes.
She went to school at the age of 50, and now she's a nurse.
Yes. Another thing is aging is connected to chapters. Like every phase, every age you get to, there's new ideas, new chapters, new connections, new lessons to be learned. Do not be afraid of the new. Embrace the new. New wrinkles. Embrace that wrinkle.
New saggy boobs. You wake up one morning and it's not the way it is again.
At least it will not be paining you. Your breast will just sit down for you.
So you won't have to see your period again.
You will not.
Oh my Lord. You won't spend money on tampons. You won't spend money on towels, and
it's aging is a privilege. Not everybody gets to see this part. Most of our classmates die that slow. So I'll give you two options. Pick one. Would you rather die young or die old? So you know the answer. So accept aging as it comes, not as a burden, not as something you should dread, but as a privilege. It gets better as you grow older.
Definitely, it definitely gets better. And just live life, like she said, live in the moment.
Alright, we have come to the end of this amazing episode. Do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms.
On Instagram, on Spotify, and YouTube.
And yes, if there are any fears that you fail to touch on and you're currently going through that particular fear, you can drop it in the comment section. Or you can also share with us how to handle this fear.
Alright, and don't forget to also like this video, share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend about the Brown Room podcast, and also turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we post a video. My name is Brown Naya.
And I'm Abigail Brown, and remember, it only gets better as you get older.
Bye-bye.
Bye.